Whoop, let me make that a little brighter for myself. Walking Sam. Gotta make documentation for this stuff now. It's so horrid that my life has turned into this. So let's talk about Christians, mostly Catholics, but it's hush-hush. You don't talk it. First World Fight Club. You don't talk about Fight Club. Right? Just coincidence that they both disappeared. And look how good he is. He's a good boy. He's walking nice. The twins aren't out at the yellow house, so he probably won't bark. They usually bark at him. Yet he's the only one people have a problem with. Let me tell you why they have a problem with him. Because in 2019, my husband almost killed me. But he didn't quite succeed. You see, these guys are bumbling oafs. They're really not good at what they do. So they should probably stop doing it. And everybody at this point is talking about that certain camper, SW. These are my opinions. They do not necessarily reflect the opinions of YouTube. Sharing this information is public knowledge if you go to his page. But everybody thinks that that stealth camper did in his wife at this point. I'm not the only one. You don't keep making videos and traveling after someone that you love very much passes away. And she was 30 years old, and she was Catholic. She was a Catholic teacher. And so when this stealth camper announced that she had passed, right before that he had hit the 1 million subs, and he had the black eye. He was part of the Black Eye Club, which I can attach. I'll show you guys that in the community tab. And I told my husband wanted to watch his channel when it was very small. Every channel he watches ends up huge because they're all buddies. They're all middle-aged, balding men with nothing better to do. They think they're a part of something, and they're all, in their own minds, they're very, very smart, but truly they're not. Hi, Michelle. Thank you for being here. Look how good Sam walks. He's a very good boy. They don't want me to have him, see, because I sleep with him. And they can't try to accost me while I have protection. So they're trying to get rid of Sam and separate us so that I don't have that protection anymore. And it's pretty dumb. So in 2019, when he almost killed me, I have a video up, I showed it, where there was painter's tape put up on the busted bathroom door about my height, about where my head would be. So these people, they actually plan this stuff out. Like, they get down your behaviors. He knew that I would go in that door because we always kind of get ready together. That's what married people do. And so it was all planned. That's what they're doing. And nobody's going to talk about this. Like, people are talking about it in the comment sections, but nobody's actually airing this stuff out. You have to expose evil. So if they do succeed, please trust that the Freemasons are entirely responsible for whatever happens to me. And Catholics and Freemasons are known to be enemies. I didn't know this. I didn't know anything about any of this. But I knew my husband and my children were acting strange. So I started doing research, and I saw the little hand signs that they throw. They were real big into it on New Year's Eve. They denied ever doing it. What do you mean we threw signs? What are you talking about? You're crazy. You did the one eye thing, the 666, the OK around the eye, whatever you want to call it. Sammy's peeing. But look how nice he walks. These people are total jerks. They just want people out of the community who think for themselves. They want you compliant. And they go into their little groups and they have like proxy marriages and stuff, like the Mormons do. But it's in the Mormon church, it's in the Jehovah's Witness church. The reason that it's in every church is because these men, they wanted to be pastors. They wanted to be the center of attention. They wanted people praising them. But they knew that if they were priests, that they couldn't have women, because that's one of the vows you take. You know that going into it. And because, again, Freemasons and Catholics are sworn enemies. So they knew they couldn't get into the church by being a priest. So they started the Methodist churches and the Presbyterian. Southern Baptist is real big into the Masonry. Sanderson, I've always suspected him. He doesn't have the Holy Spirit at all. All he does is scream at people. And I don't care, because if something happens to me and Sam, people need to know what's going on. This is straight up persecution, and that's all it is. That camper's wife, she was a Catholic teacher, and they can't have people, number one, from the old system who are smart, which I'm sure she was as a teacher, and they can't have Catholics running around because, again, we're their enemies. I guess when the storming of the Bastille happened in France, that was Freemasonry. So here's the thing. They've always been after my family, I guess. The Pope sent people after my family in France when the Beast of Gévaudan thing was just getting started. And our name just happened to be Gévaudan because that's where we lived. But they literally went after my family, the Pope. So it's like, I don't know how my dad got involved in any of this. Just being French, maybe, I don't know. But, so, Catholics, I guess. Sorry about that, if you're still here. It's just kind of what we have to deal with. We're across the bridge now. Hear the woodpecker? I mean, it's so pretty here and it's so beautiful here. And they want to, like, persecute people that are different than them while they go around and have these secret fake marriages between the Freemasons and the Eastern Stars. And what happens to the spouse, the real spouse, like me, the one who's been around for 30 years? Well, I'm pretty sure they married Catholics on purpose because we are like their tributes. We are like their personal Jesuses. Remember that song, Depeche Mode, Personal Jesus? That's pretty much what we are to these people. And it's disgusting that my husband got my children in this. Like, I don't even... But if I leave, they'll know where you go. You know, you can't get away. You can't hide from these people. And if I stay, I'm endangering myself and Sam. But God himself, yes, I talk to God and I believe he talks back. Not audibly, in my heart, during meditation after I pray. I sit there and I listen. And God has told me, do not touch that unclean thing. He has told me my spouse is pretty much unclean at this point, and I'm not to do anything with him. Which is heartbreaking for somebody who's been with a person since they were 17 years old. It's just also heartbreaking. And then again, they push you into sin so they can say, oh, well, you were disloyal to me. You were stuffing drugs in me. Like, what was I supposed to behave like? And then they blame us. So, I mean, it's really sadistic. Like, truly. These people enjoy punishing people, especially women. And I went to the police after I was violated in my own home in bed. They thought I would forget that. I don't know what kind of drug they have, but it really does a number on you. It's like a twilight before surgery. Like when you're half awake, half asleep, if you get dental work done. It's the same thing like that. And I've woke up before with bruises all over and needle marks. Like, it's terrible. And I've documented all that, the dreams that I've had and everything. But each time God saves me in my dreams. And the last time Mary was there and she had my back, because these guys are into, like, they fornicate with everybody because it's sex magic. And so they do these things and people think it's crazy, but they will mess with you while you're sleeping. They will try to enter your dreams. They think they're sorcerers and big, you know, like I said, it's nothing but a bunch of balding, overweight, middle-aged men who want to feel important. Because I know that's what he said to me when he was screaming at me when all this went down, right before he almost killed me. We'll go this way. Come on. We'll go this way. It's pretty puppy. Yeah. Come on. Pretty puppy. Pretty puppy. Come on. We're coming this way. Come on. Oh, he's cute. Yeah. Come on. Come on. Easy. Easy. Come on. He sees a little puppy over there. He's good with them, though. Pardon? Yeah, he gets excited, but he's a good boy. Yeah, him too. He made friends with the baby dash hound up there, so he knows how to be gentle. I'm still trying to get him not to jump, though. Oh, I know. Come on. No, come on. Easy. Come on, let's let them go so he can get his doggy to listen. Come on. Oh, stop. Yeah. Keep walking. Good boy. I know you just want to have a friend. We can't right now. We can't be friends with everybody, Sam. Not everybody has your best interest at heart. And that's a shame that I have to be that way. I used to have friends all over town. People liked me. And now, even when we run into his family, they ignore me. They act like I'm not there. And his mother told me a story about my sister-in-law. And that's what they do. They tell you a story, like their confession, but they use somebody else's name. And she told me that my other sister-in-law, who's always kind to me and good to me, said that they were going to treat her like she was already dead. And that's what they're doing to me. Like, they've totally shunned me. Nobody will speak to me in the family. No holidays anymore, nothing. I'm tucked away. When I do apply for jobs, I applied for a job at a nursing home here in town where I won Employee of the Month, or year, and I was only there 8 months. They wouldn't rehire me, and I have a great reputation there. This stuff is everywhere, and it's disgusting. Come on, you can't have that bike. Potty? You gotta go potty? Come on. Come on. And it's a shame I have to, like, record every walk with Sam now. Come on, walk against traffic, ride with. And that's what that dude was trying to do, was push us into traffic, which is really messed up. But all this stuff is planned. They know what they're doing. It's all about persecution of Catholics. Mostly Catholics, but Christians too. Except for if they have, like, a Freemason minister, like not Wallace, like Paul Washer. I thought he was a cool dude. But I've seen the signs there for him for a little while now. And one of the people who told me to watch him was involved in all the stuff to get me deemed uncredible by my community. So these people that are in the churches, they are sitting beside you in the pews. They are doing bake sales to make themselves look good. They are donating to local causes, not out of love or charity, but to make themselves look good. So when something happens, nobody suspects them. And everyone on YouTube who has at least 100,000 followers, but they hit 1 million, every person on YouTube is in the club that has a big channel like that. Everyone. Because YouTube is going to be the new Hollywood. That's why Tucker Carlson doesn't care that he got fired, because celebrities now are making their own YouTube channels, which they have been for a little while. I don't know if that's my monitor watching or Michelle. I'm not taking this anymore. Y'all can think that we're like easy hits or whatever, that we're easy marks, and I'm not dealing with this anymore. It's ridiculousness. It's not how neighbors are supposed to behave to each other. And like I said, they want to ridicule us. Well, in the secret and in the dark, they fornicate with each other just for some type of energy or power they think it gives them. Like I said, that sex magic stuff. And our spouses are involved. Like, what about the spouse that's sitting at home that's been there all these years? Well, they don't give any care to that. They don't care. Because again, they picked people like us, Catholics and Christians, on purpose. Come on. Because they knew this time was coming. They knew it was going to happen. And come May 5th, May 6th, it's probably somehow going to be legalized. They will be able to do this without any concern of any flashback or any consequences to their actions. And a lot of them have insurance on us, which I do not consent to. I never knowingly signed any life insurance. Aw, Sam, I gotta come back and get that now. I'm sorry. I'll come back. Let's take you home first. And I gotta rush through my walk just to avoid this person. I've already nicknamed him. He's Grimace. That's his name. 200 250-pound person screaming at 5-foot me. Like, what are you all so concerned for with one small woman? Like, really? I still have, like, Snow White things in my room, and I have a teddy bear that my dad gave me. Like, I'm not a threat to anybody. And if they think I'm a threat, you should think about that. Why am I a threat? Like I said, I'm a 5-foot nobody. They crashed my reputation. So why are they so concerned? I know that God promised me that there would be some type of miracle in my life that would show people his glory and that would bring people to him. He didn't necessarily say my sons, but I'm hoping that my testimony somehow will show my sons that what they're doing is wrong. But I don't have a lot of faith in the youngest one right now because he's enjoying it. He's happy with his decision. They gaslight me all the time, wanting me to think that my husband's spirit went into my son's body. Like, I don't know, it's just weird, the stuff that they do and the games that they play. And it's all like a script. That's why people all across the country are experiencing the same thing. People say, oh, well, it's just bots repeating your own story back to you. Not all of them. I've talked to some via email, and you can tell who's actually a legit person or a bot. And women especially are experiencing this all over because these guys want to marry these younger women. That's why they're getting rid of the age of consent. That's why that's going away. And I'm going to do a short video upload about my dad and me because I found out something strange and I want to show you guys. Good boy. Come on. Come on. Keep being a good boy. Come on. No, you can't have that. Come on. Come on. Come. Yeah, the flowers. We don't smell them today. It's raining a little bit. See how sweet he is? If he jumps and barks a little bit, it's just because he wants to make friends. He's never bit anybody. He never would bite anybody. He sleeps with me, so he's very friendly, you know what I mean? The sad thing is he doesn't know who our enemies are. And they're in our own house. And that's sad for me, too. I mean, come on, really? What are you so worried about one small woman for? Like, what am I going to do to you all that you would care so much? But I'm going to do a short upload about my dad because him and my mom, it's like they gave me clues my whole life, but they never came out and said certain things directly. That's why I know, like, even now in my own house, I know that I'm being monitored. My husband will say, repeat yourself a little louder, I can't hear you. All the time. Just so whatever just so whatever recorder he has, this topic makes me very upset, I'm sorry. Just so whatever recorders are in there will pick up what I said or what I'm saying. And then they'll mash all that together. Car? Good boy. Good boy. See what he does when there's a car? He knows. He knows how to behave. Good boy. Yeah, good boy. Come on. See, he knows what he's doing. He's a good boy. Mama loves Sammy. Mama loves Sammy. I love you. Love you. See them eyes? He's so pretty. Look at that car. Slowed down. What an idiot. They just have to know what you're doing. All the time. It's disgusting. But yeah, I suspect May 5th or 6th, things will change a lot. And things will be more out in the open. I love you guys. I'm going to do a short upload in a little bit. Just on some high strangeness in my own family. And I do that stuff, one, is documentation, but two, to show people that you're not the only ones experiencing these things. You're not alone. If we all pray for the same things, if we're all praying the rosary, or we all say, some prayers against the spirit of violence, the spirit of Freemasonry, it's a cult. It's basically just a cult. But it's a sadistic one. They enjoy punishing people. And that's shameful. See how good he is? He's a good boy. He's a good boy, huh? I cut the grass again yesterday, even though I'm on disability. But my doctor himself said, whatever you feel like doing on certain days, take a bike ride, take a walk. And that's all my lawnmower is. It's like taking a walk because it's self-propelled. But you have to ask yourself, why are they so threatened by one small woman? I'd like the answer to that question.